It's week 3 of the NFL, and we'll see Fred Warner. He'll get after you every chance he can get on defense. It's the 49ers and the Seahawks, next on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward calling this contest for you. And right now, we're putting the secondaries on notice because we have a couple of wide receiver rooms, not just dudes, rooms that can test every level of a defense.
Yeah, it's more than just the headliner, right? We know the top options, but for these offenses, it's the depth at the wide receiver room that's such a big deal. If you overcommit to the biggest playmaker, a couple other players, well, they could hit you down the field just as easily. And with how both offenses love to mix up their routes and looks in the passing game, you better buckle up in the secondary.
Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One, we'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Throwing to start this game. Got a man, it's Mayer. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On third down, Walker. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Pickup of 2 here, and the Seahawks will have a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second and 3 now. Staying with Walker. Has room inside the 25. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
The drive picks up here, first and 10.
Ready? Set up.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
This is Walker on second. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Only 3 yards that time. They're left to figure out a 3rd and 15.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and long for him here. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. From the left hash, 34 yards away. The kick by Shudak is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know what I like, Kate? I like that even though he got burned a couple times last week, had the interceptions, he didn't let that throw him off his game or make him gun-shy to keep pushing the ball down the field. And look what that mindset got him as a result. 3 touchdowns, and much more importantly, a win.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go, here we go. Second.
Purdy setting up that play action. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Seahawks football. They've got first down from the 31. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 2nd and 3 now. Now it's a bootleg for him. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Let's go.
Walker now from the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Running with Walker again. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right? That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. They've got first down from the 31.
Go!
Now a give running right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
Let's go now. Hop, go. Check go.
From the gun is Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a 49er first down. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit, starting with 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Ready, go. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On third down, Purdy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He completes it in traffic. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Here's Walker running right. Has a lane past the 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They give up the gut to Walker, and he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
It's caught Metcalf. And they get this down to the 28. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. That's bit. Oh, the football's loose. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Purdy on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Taking a deep shot here. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. And with a half a football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Gotta think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. Going jumbo set on this first and goal.
Here we go, set.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. Give them a couple on the run, and they'll need the same here. 3rd and goal at the 2.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case, a toss mixture.
And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack, because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 28. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Seahawks trailing in the early going. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
49ers stacking up the secondary. Look at that. They're in the dime. 3rd down. Pass play coming here. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create...
And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The 49er offense headed out now late in the half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range.
Let's go. Check out. Ready.
Play action now with Purdy. He put everything he had into this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. Into the hands of Neighbors. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
So no return on that punt. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to be tackled after getting it up to the 28. That brings us to the break, and it's the Seahawks taking a lead into that visiting locker room. Now we're on to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman ready to bring us the EA Sports Halftime Report. All yours, Coach. Take it away.
All right, Kate. Thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start by heading out west. State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. Kyler Murray with a touchdown pass to Marvin Harrison Jr. Next, we'll head up to Las Vegas. Check in on the Raiders at home in Allegiant Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Travis Etienne with a touchdown run. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Will Levis, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan Kenneth Walker. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fielded at the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They'll run here on first down. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 2nd and 8. Connecting on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Now, after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. This is complete to Neighbors. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
On first down, they'll run. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Byron Murphy there to make the play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Another carry for him. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
Here we go, Shaq. Check go.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Let's go. Ready, go.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The 49ers take the lead right away in half number 2. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
This is Walker on 2nd. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. They'll throw it. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the 49ers will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready? Set up! Ready?
Here's the handoff. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. He's on the move. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Goes for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt, and it'll be their football. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. That's DK on the slant. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the 49ers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. First down throw by Purdy. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Running this one left. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. From the gun is Purdy. And they take him down right along the 30. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs, and he's now reached it with that last catch. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hawk 70, cut it!
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And got his man, that's a San Francisco touchdown! The 49ers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown! Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers drive their lead to 11. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. First and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Running with Walker again. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. On the draw, it's Walker. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. That play gains 6. It's going to be 4th and 2.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you've got.
And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Walker now from the gun. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He can't connect with him. Incomplete. Just put it a little too close to the boundary there. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's 2nd down coming up. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Kader Kohou. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
The 49ers and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here.
Here we go, set.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now Purdy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll get it up to the 44. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Ready? Set up.
Now a give left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
On third down, Purdy. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right, here we go. Second down.
Go!
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Neighbors with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here's the give on third and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back carries here. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Here we go, here we go.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's third and 7 now.
Check.
Back to the well again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The 49ers only moments away from finalizing this victory as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buccaneers and the 49ers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you said, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have a long road ahead of them. These October games go a long way to setting the table come playoff time later in the season.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start, get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Well, 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Devin White, that time on the stop. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. He's going to look for the home run ball. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Purdy. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Niners first down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll roll out here with Purdy. Going up top. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
It was clear from the jump, Mike, that he wanted to take a shot downfield, bought himself a little extra time by moving the launch point. Ball just kind of sailed on him a little bit and ends up falling harmlessly out of bounds.
That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. We'll try the right side this time. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. Here's a run going left. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. On second down, Purdy. This one is pulled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! Touchdown, 49ers. It's his second touchdown of the year. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's the rookie from Alabama. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Now, faking the give. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time. And it'll set up 2nd down. They'll put Ayuk in motion. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the...
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Dotson, the man in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open...
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The 49ers offense ready for their second possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set. Ready, go. Set, go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1, 7-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
On the bootleg, it's Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll set up the screen here to Pearsall. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Throwing is Purdy. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. They'll go play action with Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 7.
Go. Set, go. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Now a handoff, running right. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Look like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. Purdy now on 2nd down. That's into traffic, but taken in.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
To the ground, a first down run. Down the sideline, inside the 25. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter. Quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite him right here.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll put Ayuk in motion. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And the reception for Chris Godwin. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. They'll put Ayuk in motion. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll look to throw yet again. The open receiver is Dotson. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board?
This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg, what a great play call down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They go down in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He understands he's got that big-bodied tight end. Use all of that space to the outside. Keep the ball away from the defender, and it's the trust knowing that your guy is going to keep those feet in bounds and come down with 6.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Buccaneers will level things out at 7 apiece. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Let's go.
Purdy gonna put it up again. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it's gonna be 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the Dolphins who were able to pick up the victory at home. Tua Tagovailoa, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. From there, let's head off and check out a 2nd game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 3 touchdown passes in that one for Justin Herbert. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Puka Nacua, a career afternoon, 4 touchdown catches. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the 2nd half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Niners offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Here's Purdy. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Off he goes. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. Working across the field, he gets this to Neighbors. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They get 21 on that one. 1st down, 49ers. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second and 7. Now Purdy. That one knocked away and incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. That's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
Here we go.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Purdy to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down.
Let's go. Check out.
Here's Purdy. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Feels like they needed that sack. This entire drive, it feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the...
That one, take it in. Luke McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. The gun. Here's a run up the gut. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll throw out of the gun to the left side to Godwin. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Here comes the blitz. No chance at all. He'll go down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, that's That's how you get a drive started, a big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
First and 10. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Devin White, that time on the stop. Second down and 8.
Let's go now.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line.
Offense.
Ready. Here we go. Hot.
They motion the slot man left.
Go.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
You look middle here and get it to Neighbors. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. They'll try and run for it. First down and more inside the 25.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
Here we go, set.
On the bootleg, it's Purdy. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to get back at it. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll look to throw. Ayuk working across, and he's got it. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He's got it inside the 5, and he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
They'll stick to the ground. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So, here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes, and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Here's 1st and 10.
Go! Cowboy 80. Go!
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
Set go! Go!
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get about 5. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. It's also 1st down. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll roll out here with Purdy. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. That is a big gain for the 49ers. And even 30 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, and probably for the rest of this game.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Here's a run. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal. Here now, second down and goal.
Here we go, set. 19 Lions. Set, ready.
To throw, Purdy. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, San Francisco. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1. And I'll tell you what, at 4-0, it doesn't get much better than that.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Kicker. Defense.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over once again. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one is caught by Dotson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, that's Godwin. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. This is caught at the 2. And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now, second and goal. They'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Tampa. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just 1 here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. 49ers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a short pickup to about the 30. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Now a give on the ground. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and trying to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Whoa! 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. That'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.